Absolutely a barn burner of a matchup, possibly off the top post, Aussie kick. Ladies, gentlemen, Octanes, and Roadhogs, welcome to QRLS Week 11, and you know what that means. It is All-Star Week here in the QRLS, and this is a history-making event, as this is the first time we have ever had 3 All-Star teams. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me in the booth tonight, the one and only, possibly the greatest player to ever hit the field here in the QRLS, Blubbernut. And Blubber, we have a stacked lineup here tonight.
Oh, yes, we do. We have some of the best, if not the best players in each division. And for the first match tonight, we have Epic and Savage going off against one another. You know, on the Savage side, we have Alex, Forts RL, K1 Killer, and Alec Big. And on Epic, we have Kachow, Strive, and Golden Pickle. Definitely guys that I would want to see on the other side of the field. It's going to be some intense games.
No doubt about it, and as you can all see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the first round will comprise of the Epic Division taking on the Savage Division, and the winner of this best of 5 is going to take on the Calculated Division All-Stars, who get the bye because the Calculated Division has never lost in an All-Star event here in QRLS history. 4 straight seasons now here, Blubbernut. What kind of history lies within that division and just the overall success that has come out of Calculated?
I have 2 names, Billy Bob and Slurpy Snail. Ever since they were on Hammerheads, and they've just been killing the game. And then this season, they're still the top dogs, Slurpy Snail being number 1, Billy Bob number 2. So they definitely ran through the Calculated division, and Calculated has always been a tough division. Very proud to not be a part of that in other divisions. But at the same time, you got to give it to Calculated. They've got a stacked team this year.
No doubt about it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is also a very, very special night, as we are here to officially announce on stream that Alec Big is going to be parting ways from full-time play here in the QRLS. He is going to be pursuing other avenues outside of the league and will be labeled as sub-only moving forward for this foreseeable future. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to take a little bit of time here this afternoon on this beautiful Wednesday night to honor Alec Big and his success here in the QRLS. As you can see on your screen, the accolades of Alec Big. Alec Big took the reins of the franchise formerly known as Kinda Sus for the final 2 weeks of Season 2. After taking control of one of the bottom-standing franchises in the QRLS, he rebranded the team to an identity that we all know today, the Bleacher Boys. In the first full season as captain in the QRLS, Alec Big took a failing franchise to the top of the Savage Division in Season 3, clinching the franchise its first ever playoff berth and division title. Alec Big would lead the Bleacher Boys to Game 5 of the QRLS Finals, becoming one of only 2 teams, to gain a win on the Season 3 Hammerheads. Alec Big would also go on to win the Most Improved Player Award in Season 3 as well. Alec Big would continue his fantastic stint as captain of the Bleacher Boys, finishing his career with a winning win-loss ratio as captain. Not only did Alec redefine what it means to be a captain in the QRLS, but gave the Bleacher Boys an identity that will last a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the chat in honoring the captain, Alec Big. Blubbernut, the accolades are there. Top 10 in almost every category. Former Most Improved Player, 3-time Player of the Week. This guy is going to leave a mark on the league forever.
I mean, yeah, the stats are all there. He's been here for quite some time, with only 5 seasons so far. He started a little late in Season 2, and, he became an admin. He became really involved with us and the community, and we want to thank him for all of his time in the league, inside and out of the field. He's just a great guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him like some of the players have, Alec Big is definitely the man. So shouts out to Alec Big, and we'll definitely miss you.
Alec Big also has contributed a ton in the marketing side of the QRLS towards the latter half of the last 2 seasons of the QRLS, so big shout out there. Alec is one of the great minds and one of the great people here in this league. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks as though we might be having a little bit of a change here in the lineups, as we are going to see the Epic Division, unfortunately, need a replacement. And next up on the docket for the Epic Division, Blubbernut, you're on the field tonight playing in the Epic Division as an all-star replacement. How fitting is that?
Very fitting, although this wasn't in the contract. I'm a little bit upset. I came here to commentate for sure, but I'm just playing. It's definitely nice to get back into the All-Stars. I've been in a couple, and it's so fun to play with some of the top guys in the league.
And no doubt about it. And ladies and gentlemen, coming in to replace Blubber, as we are going to send him off to his team to help get them comms going so we have the best matchup possible, is my good friend and colleague, Von Rabbit. First of all, Blubber, good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you, sir. We won't need it. We'll be good.
This is going to be a fun one. Von, thank you for joining on such short notice. This is an improv moment, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. But I want to thank for you giving me this opportunity to be able to commentate on such fantastic sets of matchups tonight. The All-Stars is a true privilege.
No doubt, all of the best top-of-the-line caliber players in this league. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Give me your thoughts here real quick on Alec Big. Obviously, the story of the start of the night, his announcement of stepping away from full-time play after almost 3 full seasons in the QRLS.
I want to give Alec Big a huge shout-out because he's been a great community member. He's been so involved in bringing in more talent and more players, just helping develop. He's helped push me beyond my limits and has helped me grow as a player. So he's a person that you want to be in the private matches with. Whenever you see him online, strike up a conversation with him because he's the friendliest guy I know in the league. So definitely, just whenever you see him, hop on in. But his achievements are stellar.
No question. I mean, we saw his stat line earlier. 3 Player of the Week awards to his credit. This is his second All-Star selection as well. Just overall, one of the marks in history that are going to last a while in the stat sheet. But we do have some games to call tonight, Vaughn, and it is the Epic Division taking on the Savage Division, and it is going to be an insane best of 5, mind you, in this first round. And with that sub, what do you think the Savage Division is thinking? This is kind of impromptu for them.
It is. The Epic Division, they've got a little bit of working around because I think that these guys have been practicing once the announcement was made. Savage Division might be thrown off a little bit here. They may have been anticipating a strategy involving Strive, so they're going to have to quickly adapt to this new threat of Blubbernut, who's just an offensive menace. So big opportunity here for the Epic Division.
Yeah, Blubbernut is the all-time leader in pretty much any stat you can think of at this point. He's the only player now that has played every game he is slated to play, has never missed a week that he was supposed to play in the QRLS, and honestly, that helps a lot with the stats, but even if he hadn't, he still would be right up there at the top. A lot of great stats for this guy all time, and we are going to see how that can affect the Epic Division here tonight. This is the first time the Epic Division has ever had All-Stars, and boy, is it a good selection. Obviously, Strive was a selection representing the Spectres. He was unable to make it here tonight due to unforeseen circumstances, and now we have Blubbernut, a.k.a. the GOAT, on the stat sheet, stepping in, but 2 Speed Demons making the cut here. Von Rabbit, give us your thoughts. You played in this division all season long.
Oh yes, yeah. I want to give a a shout out to the captain of the Speed Demons for making the player trades that he needed to help turn that team around. Going into week 5, they were near the bottom of their division, and now they are at the very top with a 19-11 win-loss ratio. So they secured the playoff spot, and this team definitely found a great chemistry because 2 of their players are sitting here in the All-Star match. So the this is going to be something that the Savage Division is going to have to figure out, because Chow, the number 1 draft pick of this season, and Golden Pickle, for his first full season, this is something that Savage Division is going to have to really work around and adapt to.
Yeah, great points, absolutely. And it is going to be very, very interesting to see if the Epic Division can step up and put themselves in position to dethrone the Calculated Division later on tonight. But first, they have to take on the Savage Division. Last season's defending champion, Alex RL. He was part of that Season 4 King Squad, and a former champion in his own right as well, K1 Killer, representing the Bleacher Boys. Alec Big as well, representing the Bleacher Boys. This is a fun squad on paper all day long.
Yeah, this is a very threatening team. Epic Division does have their work cut out for them, because just like Chow and Golden Pickle, K1 Killer and Alec BRG are both members of the Bleacher Boys, so they've been working up their chemistry together as well. And Alex, being the league's undisputed number 1 player, or he's just one of those that can really come in and just take a team to victory.
No doubt. I mean, last season we did see quite a series between Savage and Calculated. However, Calculated did still end up on top in that one, so it is going to be very, very exciting to watch and see how this first round is going to play out. The first time ever we've had 2 rounds of All-Star matches. This is the 9 best of the best this season, according to the committee, of course. And I want to hear in the chat who we think is going to win this match. We have the prediction up for just about 4 more minutes. Vaughn, give me your prediction. Who wins the best of 5 in this first round?
Oh, this is going to be a very tough one. My heart is going towards Epic Division, but my mind is going towards Savage Division. Epic Division, I'm in that division, so I'm really rooting for some of my own here, and I want to see what this combination of Chow, Pickle, and Blubber Nut are able to accomplish. Savage Division is just the skill ceiling is just it's unfind. You can't find it. It's very crazy, and with Alex being on that team, anything can really happen.
Yeah, it is going to be honestly unpredictable to say the least, and we cannot wait to see how this thing plays out, and it is going to be very exciting indeed. We are just waiting for some more players to get into the lobby here in this Epic Division versus Savage Division matchup. Vaughn, there has been a ton of great things in the QRLS this season so far. What do you think has been the biggest plus for the league so far to this point?
I think it's really the community involvement right now. Seeing a lot of different little events happening, side events, and getting to see the skills of different players of the free agency. We have so many that are lining up. We've got 3 of them this weekend. They're all 1v1 matches. We got the Grand Champion Heat and the Diamond Heat. So this is a good time for players who haven't been in the draft yet to come in and showcase their skills if they want to be a part of this league.
Yeah, and honestly, that is a great point. Mount Cape 1 is going to be so much fun to watch, and also you have an event running tomorrow as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Blubbernut and Masamune both being captains of a team leading a crew battle. It's going to be a very exciting matchup. It's going to take all 3 of the main competitive game modes, 3v3, 2v2s, and 1v1s, and it's going to take the skills of all of these players to really bring a team to this best of 7 series.
No doubt about it, and we seem to have all of the players in the lobby here, and you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That means we are going to have some all-star play here tonight. We have officially the Savage Division taking on the Epic Division in round number 1 here. But ladies and gentlemen, first things first, we are going to see an honorary first goal here for Alec Big, as the players are going to line up here in formation and allow Alec Big to score the first goal of this all-star game. What an ovation here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that is a true sportsmanlike conduct here. I want to give a huge shout out to the Epic Division. Alec, BIG, one of the GOATs, one of the best. A true privilege to be able to witness this tonight.
Absolutely. The Epic Division is now going to even up the score here, and we are then going to start this game for realsies 1-1. What an awesome amount of sportsmanship on both sides. This is honestly just explains how great this community is.
Absolutely. You'll have so much fun being a part of this community. Everyone's got to be a part of this and join in.
And
I think we officially got kickoff.
Absolutely, and Alex off the rip gets that demo, then gets the goal. What an insane start here as Blubbernut clears out one man, but Alex off the nose of 2 Epic Division players sees the goal here for the Savage Division.
What a beautiful placement there, Alex, recognizing that Pickle just wasn't quite ready to be in position, finds a shot, makes it awkward, and it's game over for them in that moment.
K1 Killer with the clear here now into the sidewall. It is a 1-goal lead courtesy of the Savage Division here. I am Kachow up off the back wall looking for the 50. Nobody home as Alec Big gets the clear, and we officially have some spicy gameplay here, Vaughn.
Absolutely. Alec, BIG takes it up the wall, following through for a double tap, but can't get the shot, and now it's Kachow clearing it out. I really do love the mind games that these teams are really playing against each other. It's crazy just to see the skill level.
Alec Big now looking for the pass off the sidewall, and instead gets a bounce off, a friendly bounce to put this one in, his quote-unquote second goal of the night.
An interesting placement, straight down on top of Blubbernut, and it just goes straight on in. It was either skill or luck, but whatever it was, it worked, and what a great start here for the Savage Division.
K1 off the ceiling, tries to set this thing up for himself. Nobody home. Alec Big looks for the 50, can't quite get there. 3:55 remaining as Blubbernut, now the sub in for this all-star match, looks to turn the tides here for the Epic Division.
Yeah, I was doing a great job getting it around the Savage Division defenders. Alex, the only one left, but doesn't work out. And K1 Killer with the beautiful demo on Blubbernut.
Blubbernut with the textbook save up there high against his former captain, K1 Killer. And these two were on the Kings squad in Season 2 that would go to win the Season 2 championship together. Alex putting his second one in during that moment.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Alex. He read that shot coming in off the back wall. A clear from Pickle just wasn't powerful enough, and Alex read it like a book.
No doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an insane finish here with 3:20 to go. But remember, Vaughn, this is best of 5.
Yeah, this is a different format than what we play our games at. We play a game of 3 in our regular series, so this is something that these guys are going to have to get adjusted to.
And without a doubt, 3 minutes to go. Kachow looking for a highlight. Nobody home as Alex got the save off the back wall.
Now it's Pickle trying to clear it back out, but it gets pressured in. K1 Killer tries to get another opportunity, but no one's there to take a shot.
Golden Pickle with the clear, looking for the shot is Kachow. What a save by Alex.
Blubbernut pinches it off the back wall, or the side wall. Kachow gets a good shot opportunity and follows back through on the corner, but no one's there to take the shot. But K1 is, and this might be a goal, but no, I spoke too soon. Pickle gets it, clears it off to the corner.
Kachow now looking for the clear. Nobody home. Blubber Nut gets by Alex as he pushes into the offensive zone. 2:15 remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. K1 Killer dribbles that thing in, and the Savage Division is putting on a clinic.
That is a fantastic shot here from K1 Killer. Takes a little bit of skill for that. It takes a lot of skill for that kind of shot, and to meet it just in time before it's Golden Pickle's car. And I just want to notice that he's got the goat horns on. I think he's calling himself the Golden Goat right now.
The Golden Goat, I love to see it. 2 minutes to go here. Savage has full control of game number 1 here. This is a best of 5 series between these two divisions before they the winner matches up with the calculated division later on tonight. And that is a stacked division as well between Throttle Dog, Billy Bob, and Slurpy Snail. Alex gets the hat trick.
This is a very easy game here for the Savage Division. Epic Division's got to step it up. No, they were not ready for that save, and they got they allowed the shot opportunity from Alex to go right on in.
1:44 to go as we see now. Big save by Alex, and he gets the savior to credit along with his hat trick in game number 1.
Yeah, this team's really showing up on both sides of the field, offensively, defensively, and it's not an easy game here for Epic Division.
1:23 to go. Blubber Nut off the 50. K1 patiently with the catch there, Vaughn.
That was a great shot opportunity, but great patience allowed them to make that save very easily.
And 1:07 to go here, and we now have almost the end of this first game. What does Savage have to do to keep this pace up in game number 2?
I think there's a little bit of consistency issues and shot opportunities. I think that maybe they're a little bit nervous and just aren't playing to what they're used to. And this is a little bit faster paced of a game, so I think a little bit of controlling the ball and playing it smart is going to be key for them.
35 seconds to go. We see now big opportunity there thwarted by the goalpost. And we have just under 30 seconds to go. Game number 2 is going to be upon us. And the Savage Division is almost certainly going to take a 1-game lead here after game 1.
Alex gets a great shot opportunity. Can't get it in just at the corner. Blubber Nut clears it out. And this is all but this is over for the first game here. But we still got up to 4 more left to be played.
No doubt about it. Epic Division will fall here in game number 1 as they are trying to save face here at the end. But Savage Division takes game number 1.
Yeah, what a fantastic game here from the Savage Division. The chemistry is there. These guys have been playing together for seasons. Not all on the same team, but they've been in the community together for a long time. So that's something that the Epic Division does not have going in their favor.
No question about it. Can't wait to see what the Epic Division is going to do to adjust here. What do you think they might have to do here in game number 2?
Yeah, as I was saying, I think there's a little bit of a lack of consistency, and some of the touches is a little bit uncharacteristic from the players of the Epic Division. But I think that as they get their nerves settled down a little bit more, I think that this team's going to pop off. But I would say just being calm, collective, don't bang the ball because Alex will be there for that. So you got to get around Alex and maybe get some more demos because I did not see a very aggressive play style from them.
No doubt about it, and I honestly can't wait to see the adjustment here for game number 2. And we are going to see how the Epic Division answers for this matchup.
Yeah, very interesting. Just got to shut down Alex, and hopefully K1 Killer and Alec BIG are going to be out of position. I think that would be a good play for the Epic Division here. Alec meets Kachow in the air. Blubber Nut trying to buy a little bit more time by doing a back pass to their corner and allows their team to get set back up, but Alex gets the shot on in the corner.
What a great positioning there. Alec almost got the pinch himself, but instead Alex has to come in and clean up the mess. And we will see how this thing goes in game number 2 as Savage already has a 1-goal lead.
Yes, absolutely. Blubbernut there on the kickoff now too. Trying to play it smart. Tries to get up a pass, but gets over K1, but no one's there to take a shot. But another one is made by Chow, but can't get in.
4:30 to go here. Still anybody's game, but the Savage Division does hold a 1-goal lead here on the Epic Division. Alex up in the air, doing what he does best. Looks for the flip reset, but Blubbernut gets the 50. And look at the fake by Alex. Ball stopped right in front of the net. Nobody from Savage there to follow, though.
Oh my goodness, it was a great play by Alex. Very smart, calm, collective. Had no boost, so it was critical that he be right there by the ball, holding control.
No doubt about it. Flip reset opportunity by Alex again, but nobody home. K1 Killer now looking for the pass to his captain. Alec Big misses the ball, but Alex now kisses it up, looking for the double tap. Nobody home. Savage putting on all the pressure in the world right now.
They really are, but Epic is responding very well. Gets a powerful and great clear. Blubbernut trying to get it set up for Golden Pickle, but can't get a shot opportunity.
We see now 3:30 to go. Blubbernut, what a great play on the pass by Pickle.
Oh, that was a great pass out by Pickle. Right there from the corner, out on a pinch from K1. Blubbernut anticipated that. Loved seeing him stay in the play.
No doubt about it, and it is going to be a very spicy 3 minutes and 26 seconds. This one's in off the face-off.
Wow, what a kickoff. That's got to be defeating some of the morale on the Epic Division team here. Just barely gets it over Chow, and the speed that Alex has on the kickoff is just so crazy.
1-goal lead again, courtesy of the Savage Division. This is going to be a good one as we have 3:21 to go here in game number 2. Savage Division took game number 1 and now lead game number 2 as well, looking to possibly set up for the sweep in this best of 5.
Yeah, Kachow did a great play there, trying to set up a pass here. Gets another opportunity, and this one goes in. I love the performance that Epic Division's responding with.
No doubt about it, and you know, this is honestly going to be such a back and forth here, as it seems like Epic has finally stepped into their shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Kachow and Alex are fighting here at the kickoff. I really wonder what the Savage Division is going to be doing to respond to the momentum that Epic is starting to bring in.
And without a doubt, 2:46 to go here. I have no doubt in my mind this is going to be one of the most exciting All-Star events we have ever seen, and this is only the first match, Von Rabbit.
Absolutely. It's to show just what the kind of skill that we have in the QRLS. So many beautiful players just going out of their mind right now as they just are doing an offensive onslaught on the Savage Division from the Epic players right now.
And what a shot there by Alex to break the tie once again.
Yeah, what a great shot there. It made it very awkward for Pickle, and Kachow just did not have the speed to be able to get back to the ball in time. It was a critical hit made by Alex.
And without a doubt, 2:16, this is going to put the Epic Division to the test to see if they can't even this thing up prior to regulation ending and possibly forcing an overtime situation. Golden Pickle into the offensive zone. We see Alec there, looks for the disruption on the bump. Blubbernut, this one's up to Kachow. Kachow puts one on, what a save!
Oh, what a great shot opportunity by Kachow, but Alex read it, got the clear, and now it's back on the Epic Division side, and they're getting a clear back over now too. Getting a small case of boomer ball going on right now.
1:38 to go. Big clear here by Alex. No! Beautiful demo! And we see a bounce off the side post and another one off the post.
Oh my goodness, Pickle almost had a great opportunity there, but couldn't get himself around the ball and couldn't get the opportunity and hit the post. Such an unfortunate opportunity. He's going to want that back, and I know he will get it back.
No doubt about it. 1:12 to go here. 1-goal lead, courtesy of Savage Division. Shot on by Alex. Great save there by Kachow, the #1 overall draft pick in the Season 5 draft.
And Alex getting a good clear, but is demoed out by Blubbernut. Opportunity from K1. The Savage Division is really giving it all they have against the Epic.
50 seconds to go. Big shot opportunity missed wide again. Epic Division just can't find the square on this side of the field, but we see another save by Alex, and this is going to be an insane final 30 seconds, and that one goes in!
What a great play here from Alex and Alec and Alex. Just a great pass opportunity. Alec being in a great position to be able to see that, and no one from the Epic Division was there to defend.
35 seconds to go. 2-goal lead. It's not impossible here, Von Rabbit, for Epic to tie.
It isn't. It's just getting a little bit trickier as each second counts down, so they've got to respond quickly. They've got to get that ball in the net to buy themselves as much time they can for the next shot opportunity, and Kachow buys himself some more time. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Look at this double tap here by Kachow. As mentioned before, #1 draft pick in this season's draft, doing what he does best, showing why he is an Epic Division All-Star there. 1 goal, 18 seconds. What are the chances?
It's slim, but it's not impossible. We've seen others come back from worse, so I do not want to count out the Epic Division here. A great opportunity. Pickle gets another one, but Alex Squishy saves it out of the goalpost.
What a save by Alex. Pickle did everything right there, but Alex just stopped it at the very end. What a great match here we've had. 2-game lead here by the Savage Division.
Oh my goodness. Even the players of the Epic Division are stunned by that save by Alex. It was a fantastic save, and we're seeing the Epic Division really pick up their game. The offense was there. I think they tied the amount of shots that Savage Division put on. It was a great performance. They just allowed maybe a couple of goals that really shouldn't have happened.
No doubt about it. It is going to be a very interesting night, to say the least. If the Savage Division win the next game, they go on to fight and battle with the Calculated Division, the 4-time defending champions of this All-Star event.
And that is a team that you do not want to miss seeing playing in action. Those guys play together often. They are friends, and they will have the chemistry. So that's going to be a major challenge here for either the Calculated or the either the Epic or the Savage Division.
No doubt about it. Game 3 underway. Savage Division looking to get the brooms, ladies and gentlemen, but the Epic Division looking to potentially reverse sweep here in game number 3. We will see how the cookie crumbles here. 5 minutes to go. Game number 3 underway. K1 Killer puts this one towards the net, misses wide on that fast face-off, and we already see pressure from Savage.
Blubbernut now gets a great opportunity here, getting a good clear. K1, the only one left to defend, and he gets it around all of the Epic Division players. This is a goal for them.
K1, I'm going to quote K1 Killer here, as he is one of the greatest we see in the broadcasting booth. He put that one on the top shelf where the kids can't get it, and who better to do it than K1 himself? Great goal.
That is a great line, and I love K1, and that was a great performance for him. Kachow gets around Alex. All of the Savage Division are up, and there's an open net for Blubbernut.
Blubbernut, we've seen it more times than any other player in history. Why not see it again? Great goal there by the all-time great. And we see now a tie game. It's almost as if nothing has happened. 1-1 here, 4:34 to go, anybody's ball game. And we saw in the quick chats, Epic is looking for this reverse sweep, Vaughn.
Yeah, they really are, and they are showing up right now that they are serious about getting that reverse sweep. And this is a team that can do it. They have the skill, they have the power, and they've got chemistry.
K1 puts one up high. Great setup to his captain, Alec Big.
What a speedy recovery from Alec BIG here to be able to get to that ball before Kachow. This is a fantastic performance.
No doubt about it. 2-1 game here. 4:15 to go. Kachow gets the face-off win here. Side wall opportunity. K1 Killer looking for the pass. Blubbernut, his former teammate and championship friend, gets that clear off the side wall. We've seen so much history between all 6 of the players on this field.
Yes, we truly have, and being able to see them come in together, making a dream team, as you would say, on the All-Stars. They are just doing a phenomenal job here from the Savage Division.
3:43 to go. Big opportunity here for Epic as they creep into the offensive zone, but a good clear here. Alec Big looking for the dribble, looking for the clear. Nobody home. Kachow can't get it into the offensive zone as K1 Killer is there. This is K1 Killer's second All-Star appearance in his career as well. And, you know, this honestly was well-deserved by him, nearing the top of the leaderboards in terms of goals all season long.
Yeah, he is a fantastic player, been in the community about as long as Alec BIG himself, so this is it's a true privilege being able to see these guys come back in onto the All-Star team.
No doubt about it, as K1 Killer gives it a little chef's kiss there to give the Savage Division a 3-1 lead, 2-goal lead with 3:11 to go. Are the chances looking slim for Epic?
It's getting slimmer each second that goes down. If they can get a goal in, they do have a serious opportunity, but it's only 3 minutes left, so there's a lot of Rocket League left to be played in this matchup.
2:53 now. Nobody home as Bubbernut puts this one towards the net off the sidewalk. Kachow was there, but a great clear by the Savage Division to keep that thing out of goal's reach. And we see now K1 is up. What a pre-jump!
Oh my goodness. So Golden Pickle had to dodge a demo from Alex, making it awkward for him to be able to get up for that save. But Blubbernut recognized that, just couldn't get to the ball in time, and ran out of boost and just did not have the power to be able to get the clear outside of K1, who was ready for that shot.
Great call there, Vaughn. Great analysis. And now Kachow looking for the 50. Gets it, but an awkward bounce as Alex sees this thing in his own quarter. 2:28 to go. Just over halfway. Game number 3. This one looks like the brooms are creeping.
Yeah, it's getting harder for the Epic Division. Definitely morale is sinking a little bit low, but these guys are all about the fun games of it, and they are such good sportsmen, as we saw at the beginning of match 1.
2 minutes to go. Anybody's game here, but it is going to take a lot by the Epic Division if they want to match this match into existence and potentially reverse sweep.
Alec BIG tries to get the opportunity set up for their team, but they don't have the offensive pressure. Epic Division sending it back to sender is taking this back to the corner at the Savage Division, and Alex trying to get a beautiful shot, might just have it. They can't get the flip reset.
1:30 to go here. Vaughn, Kachow clear into the offensive zone. We see Pickle now crossing up, trying to get the axles of Alex, but nobody home as we see Alex get yet another save. And with 1:17 to go, the Savage Division versus the Calculated Division will officially, for the 5th season in a row, determine the All-Star champions.
This is a very interesting matchup, and looking forward to seeing the next one that we have lined up, where it be the Calculated versus Savage.
No doubt about it. And honestly, after seeing this first match and knowing what lies ahead for the Calculated and the Savage matchup, I'm not sure who might take this one. This is going to be a good match.
This really will be a very exciting match. I think we'll probably go to Game 5 on that one, as there's so much talent on all sides of the field.
Alex all over the field gets another clear. It would have been a save had it been a little closer to the net, but nonetheless, 25 seconds to go. The Epic Division, although they played well, they are going to be eliminated here from their first ever All-Star tournament. But nonetheless, great showing by all 3 players on the field, and great showing all season long by the 3 originally selected All-Stars, Strive, Golden Pickle, and Kachow. Great job all season long, and we are going to see all 3 of those Epic Division players in the playoffs.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to the playoff matchups, and it's going to be a truly exciting next few weeks. You will not want to miss any of the action, so be sure to follow the channel.
No doubt about it. It is going to be so much fun. Vaughn, give us the rundown. What was the advantage here for Savage?
I think for Savage, definitely having... I don't want to say just having Alex on the team, but Alex was a great person to be able to use his knowledge and know-how to really facilitate plays, and it made it to where the Epic Division just weren't quite able to respond, as Alex is just a very great mastermind on the plays. So, and that connection between a K1 and Alec is something that is unrivaled. So that's just a difficult team to go against.
And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screen, we're going to have 3 casters here for this one. This is that big of a matchup. Blubbernut is back with us after the impromptu play. He is now setting up the second lobby for us as we get the match ready for Calculated versus Savage. Vaughn, give us one more rundown here of the playoffs that we're expecting next week. The first round matchups are going to be absolutely out of this world. Hammerheads versus Clarity United, Vibe Clan versus Spectres. Give us your take, Vaughn.
So the Hammerheads versus Clarity, that's going to be a crazy matchup. We've got Fabrizi, Doctors DW, and Billy Bob. 2 of those are rookies, Fabrizi and Doctors DW. So they have been doing a phenomenal job supporting Billy Bob, as he's been on just a tear on the offense and defense. He's one of the leading scorers in goals and in saves. So he's definitely earned himself the spot here for the Calculated Division playoffs, and also showing up for the All-Stars later tonight.
No doubt about it. And ladies and gentlemen, we are officially setting up the second round of predictions here very shortly. It's only going to be a quick timer, as this match is expected to start pretty soon here. But you are going to want to bet your points, as we have a lot of spicy stuff coming. And Blubbernut, how was that match?
It was actually really fun. It was really cool to give Alec that goal and then almost get Braziled. But, Alex is one heck of a player, and with Alec Big and K1 as the backups, to really help him out, that was an insane team. One, which would have been legal back in Season 2, and thank God didn't exist. But definitely some really good games out there. Me, Kachow, Golden Pickle, we had a lot of fun together. We tried our best.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance. I just want to give you guys a huge shout out for being some of the best that the Epic Division has to offer, and thank you for being able to fill in for Strive on such a short notice as well.
Absolutely, not a problem.
And we are getting the second round players into the lobby as we speak. This is obviously going to be the Calculated Division taking on the Savage Division. Blubbernut, I'm going to start with you. Give me your take on what seems to be one of the greatest all-star weeks we've ever seen in terms of talent. 9 all-stars. Tell us who you think takes this match here, Calculated or Savage.
It is going to be... K1 joined. I'm probably going to have to restart the match. Anyway, it is insane, honestly, because, Billy Bob and Slurpee Slale have been here for a couple seasons. They've been at the top of the leaderboards. Alex has yet to have a full season, but he's always, leaving a mark. So I think, Billy Bob and Slurpee together, as we saw in the Hammerheads a few seasons back, 29-1, it's going to be really hard to say. I expect us to go to Game 5 at least. But if I have to give you an answer, I guess I got to go for the Savage division. I mean, they're just too savage. Being savage is better than being calculated.
What an insane quote. Vaughn, give us your take. Who takes the match?
I'm gonna be rooting for the calculated division on this one. I love seeing three friends being able to come together. We got Slurpy Snail, Billy Bob, and Throttle Dog who play together on the regular and the daily. So being able to see these guys in action is a privilege for myself. I know we can learn a lot from these players and how they bring an offense and a defense together.
Yeah, great point indeed. And honestly, there's so much talent on both sides of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go here. This might be one of the most stacked all-star events we have ever seen. Savage Division representing Alex, K1 Killer, and Alec Big taking on the calculated divisions Billy Bob, Throttle Dog, and Slurpy Snail. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Bob on the face-off. Back to Slurpy Snail. To Throttle Dog. Look at the offense already here, Blubbernut.
It looks like they had that play written out. They had these calculated passes to one another, and it almost worked out in their favor.
Pun totally intended here. And Vaughn, already we see so much pressure from both sides. This is going to be almost neck-hurting, the back and forth.
It's definitely going to be hurting the mind and the eyes a little bit. I love the performance that we are getting. Alex and the boys of the Bleacher Boys working together hard, and they get a score from Alex on top of Slurpy Snail.
Yeah, beautiful double tap here. Blubbernut, this is your former teammate, season champion last season. How exciting is it to see you watch him get this double tap here?
Oh, it's great. And every time he scores a double tap, I think of one of the matches that you commentated for him, and you said, double tap from Alex, how can you stop it? And I just don't think I've ever heard anything encompass Alex more.
I love the call, and I love that you remember that too. That makes my heart happy. 1-goal lead here, 4:10 into this match to go. Vaughn, we see Savage Division score first. That might be a little bit of an underdog statement, as we might have expected Calculated to be on top, at least in the early stages.
Maybe, but also this team's already had 3 games to work together and build up their chemistry. So
right.
I think that's definitely something going in the favor here for the Savage Division.
Blubbernut, give me your take on being warmed up as opposed to coming in fresh.
I always talk about that too when it comes to series. Game 1, sometimes it's kind of your warm-up game. Even if you warm up for an hour, you go into that first game, it's always real different. And Alec Big with a great shot there, really keeping the ball around himself and just able to put it around the 2.
I love the hops that we got from Alec BIG. Gets it over Slurpy, hop it on over, gets the bounce shot right off of Billy Bob.
What a great patient play there. Love continue, my fault.
No problem. Warm-up definitely important, but then, once you get that competitive rolling, that's a whole different kind of warming up, I think. So for Savage Division here, they have definitely on peak warm-up.
Yeah, honestly, great point indeed. A lot of the captains in this league preach on the warming up before matches, even warming up throughout the week, getting those practice sessions in. I know a lot of players, especially players like Billy Bob and Slurpy Snail, are really encompassed by that. Von Rabbit, tell me your take on that philosophy and give me your thoughts on the chemistry between the 3 players on both sides of the field.
I definitely do think that warming up more during the week as well, getting 2 or 3 practice matches together as a team, whether it's just 3 or 4 matches, just being able to understand your player's mentality as a captain, being able to build plays and know where to position yourself and understanding what decisions they are going to make definitely is a critical thing for every team.
2:20 left to go. It is a 2-goal lead here, courtesy of the Savage Division. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you bet your channel points, because this could very well go to 5 games in this series between the talent on this roster of all-star squads. It is going to be a lot of fun as we hit the 2-minute mark here. Blubbernut, what has the Savage Division done differently here to leave a goose egg on the blue side squad?
Honestly, nothing. They were really pressuring on offense and they were rotating really well. And I think they're doing the same thing here. And they're actually doing really well despite the calculated division also putting up a very threatening offense. Both teams are just kind of going back and forth. And I love it because that's what the All-Star games are about.
No doubt about it. Vaughn, give us your take defensively. You know, obviously letting 2 goals in, not the end of the world, but you got to find some offense if you're the calculated division.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of different offensive plays being made by the calculated division. We saw a ceiling shot not long ago by Billy Bob. Didn't turn out to be much more after that, but it was a great attempt, and they are really showing a full hand of cards here.
Yeah, great call indeed. As we approach the 1-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen, Savage Division leads by 2 goals here over the Calculated Division. It's going to be a fun one. Billy Bob Bard hits this one straight down, looking for the bounce shot. Nobody home. Great fielding there by your former teammate, Blubbernut Alex.
Yeah, Alex, you know, he definitely knows how to work the ball bit by bit and definitely work it around other players. And he is just an insane defensive man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. His saves are honestly a huge, crucial part of your Season 4 championship. Racked him up in that finals match. Obviously, that was one you will remember becoming the first player in history to win 2 QRLS Cups.
Yeah, you know, we were going for a third this season, but, you know, can't always win them, but the Kings will be coming back for sure. And Throttle Dog with a game-changing goal here, 19 seconds to go. So you're saying there's a chance for overtime.
Vaughn, give us your take here. What happened on the miscommunication by Savage?
I think the players got a little bit bunched up. They were ready to get back on the offense. They were not prepared for getting back on the defense. The calculated division just responded quickly, and it made the Savage division panic a little bit.
Billy Bob up in the air. What a shot by Slurpy Snail, last season's MVP. And we see a tie game with 10 seconds to go.
18 seconds were left. In 8 seconds, the calculated division found chemistry and scored 2 goals. This is starting to really warm up.
Blubbernut, give us your take on Slurpy Snail's MVP season last season, primarily the last 2 weeks of that playoff push in Season 4. I know that was a long time ago, but honestly, do you think he's kept up that momentum since last season?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's even number 1 right now, and I know it was Billy Bob for the longest time in that season, and he kind of came out of nowhere like a sleeper agent and was able to kind of get the top. He's just one of those players that he may not be number 1 all season long, but he racks them up consistently more than any other player that I've seen, and, you know, it just goes to show. I mean, him being on the field right now as an all-star is more than enough as an example of that.
Von Rabbit, obviously, it's no question the rivalry between the 3 Rocketeers and the Hammerheads, even before the existence of Billy Bob and Slurpy Snail in this league. But now that these two have taken the reins of those respective franchises, how exciting and fun is this friendly rivalry between these 2 captains?
This is really fun to watch and see happen because these 2 guys just been really working it against each other. They know each other's quirks, they know each other's strategies, and so being able to see them go against each other's just a true blast.
And Blubbernut, now we've seen a lot of offense the last 30 seconds or so by the calculated division. You got to think Savage running out of boost here.
You know, they have been just pelting the Savage division here. It looks like they finally kind of got out of it a little bit. You know, really tough to get a lot of boost when you're getting pressured like that, but good job on the Savage division for being able to hold it together. Some really insane saves that last minute or so.
Yeah, Alec Big especially got one out of nowhere on the far post. It's going to be very good here in overtime. It's only game 1, and we're already seeing overtime. Bump in the net, but Billy Bob still recovers. What a calculated opportunity by the Savage division.
And
that was
Alex
a true go play.
You can't stop it. You know, as a teammate of Alex, you just throw the ball up in the air, and he does this. Insane. Really good shot by Alex there for Savage to take game 1.
Absolutely. Vaughn, give us the rundown here. This could have gone either way.
This really could have gone any way. Getting 2 goals with only 10 seconds left at the end of the match really shifted probably the mentality of what Savage Division were expecting from Calculated, and they were able to utilize that and take us to a nearly 2-minute overtime.
Blubber, I want to point out the shot differences here. The Calculated Division were peppering that net. They just couldn't put in more than Savage.
Constantly. And I think, throughout the game up until about overtime and, right before we went into overtime, Savage Division was just doing a really good job at taking those shots at them and transitioning down to offense. Whereas like in overtime, they were just getting, like you said, peppered. But, they were finally able to come out of that. And they ended up getting a goal over it. But, 11 saves on Savage Division, they aren't clowning around. They're not just sitting there in their octane looking at the little eggs in the crowd. They're putting in work.
No doubt about it. And this sees the Calculated Division down by a game, ladies and gentlemen. Vaughn, are you saying we might see them get dethroned for the first time ever, or is it too early to tell?
Oh, it is extremely possible. Every game matters and every goal matters. So this is going to be a little bit of a shock for the Calculated Division.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will see if Calculated can answer here in game number 2 as we have kickoff. Slurpy Snail and Alex on the drive. We see now Billy Bob get the offensive pressure in early for the Calculated Division. Throttle Dog puts one on near post. What a play here, Blubber.
Again, it's almost like they have these kickoffs down to a T. They're right there for it, really expecting, trust each other, and they're able to put one in just 9 seconds in.
Yeah, the geometry there, Vaughn, was just, honestly, as Blubber said, to a T. These guys know where to be on these faceoffs.
Yeah, they really do. And I want to give credit there to Throttle Dog for getting such a hard bounce shot right off the post. Alex was probably expecting something a little bit softer and just couldn't get the read on it. And the perfect positioning allowed them to be able to score a goal so quickly.
And I want to add that these Billy Bob, Slurpy Snail, and Throttle, they play like all the time. So you're seeing a team here that is just constantly knows what's going on, knows where their people are going to be. It's kind of rare to see in the QRLS, but again, because we have these all-star matches, you get to see it come to fruition here.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. These guys all lived together at some point in their lives, too. That's a fun fact for you as well. So these guys are honestly, if there's a most chemistry-driven team we've ever seen, it might be these three.
I also just love the fact that they're also all playing in the same division. It was not planned, but it was a random coincidence to happen. But this is a good result that you get to see from these teams.
Yeah, honestly, the division shakeup was honestly one of the more fun streams we've had to run here in the QRLS. If you haven't seen it, we'll check it out on the YouTube channel. It is when we realigned the league, when we added 4 more expansion teams, and we saw these 3 players that are now in the Calculated All-Star lineup come into their own Calculated division with the expansion. So it is going to be a lot of fun to see how these guys pan out as teammates for one night only here tonight. 1 goal lead, Calculated division is up. Alex looks for the double tap, doesn't quite get there, Blub.
Yeah, he can't make them all the time, but I do love it. But it looks like the Calculated division able to score again off of Alex's shot there. Really good on the Calculated division to be able to transition so fast. Savage couldn't even get back in time.
And that gives us a 2-goal lead here. This is the opposite of what we saw last game, Vaughn.
Yeah, it truly is. The chemistry is really picking up here for the Calculated division, and we're seeing what these guys can do and how they respond. It doesn't all matter about one game. What it matters is the series, and they are building up the momentum to be able to take us to a 5-game series.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading the chats here, and I am going to bring up a stat that has been brought to my attention. This is, in fact, the first time in All-Star game history that we've seen 3 captains make the same All-Star team. Thank you to the Jet, captain of the Clarity United squad, for pointing that out. What a stat there, Blub.
Yeah, come to think of it, I never really thought of that. We've had times where there's 2 players on the same team that come onto the All-Stars. It just goes to show how good these guys are and just how great they are.
Yeah, and Vaughn, obviously you've missed a decent chunk of the history of the league, but in your experiences, how exciting is this for you? Not only hearing about the history, but seeing guys like Alex here get these banger goals.
It's awesome, actually. Like, I love being able to hear you guys talk history about it. It's like my grandpa telling me war stories. I just want to give you guys that little comparison.
That was awesome call there, Vaughn. Great stuff. Savage Division trying to even up the score here. 2 minutes to go. 1 goal deficit now with 152 ticking down. We see Savage on the defensive here. Calculated, putting more pressure on. Throttle Dog says we're not going down without a fight.
Yeah, back in my day, there were no MMR caps or player ratings.
Vaughn, give us the scoop on this goal.
I really do love the play there by Calculated Division. Throttle Dog got a great placement, and while the rest of the Savage Division were still getting their feet aligned, or their tires lined up, he was able to get the score.
And Blubbernut, there he goes again. Top corner, Alex, 56 miles an hour, right off the post. You can't stop it.
No, and he's on a tear right now. When Alex wants to win, you can definitely see a shift in his play style, and he was just ready for the miss. Like, even if he knew he wasn't going to miss, he just had to be there, and it really paid off because he would just slam that in.
Yeah, and back to my
shot there by Slurpee. Sorry.
Yeah, no, big banger indeed by Slurpee there to the top corner. I do want to point out the stat that we just brought up. This is the first time that 3 captains have made the same All-Star team in QRLS history. The only time that has come close was in Season 4. Toaster was an All-Star replacement to fill in for Will 6 for the Calculated side. So by technicality, he did fill in as a 3rd captain. However, this is the first time ever we have seen 3 captains make it outright.
There's 5 captains in this, right? Alec Big is the captain of his team, correct?
Absolutely. Calculated Division is all captains.
4. Yeah. So
Alec Big is a captain of the Bleacher Boys as well, and it is going to be quite interesting to see how these guys take this in their captainships in the future. Alec Big, obviously, we mentioned earlier in the stream, is stepping away from full-time play as we see Alex even the game.
You just give him all that time, all that space, and he just puts it in. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, he's on a tear. He does not want to lose any games, and he brought it 3-3 with 30 seconds to go.
Vaughn, very reminiscent of Game 1, just on the other end of the spectrum. Now we've seen Calculated and Savage even up games late in their respective losing matches.
Yeah, these teams are really going to show us a fantastic performance, no matter if they're winning or losing. But a great shot here from Billy Bob gets between K1 and Alex.
Yeah, threading the needle there. Blubbernut, give us your take here. How hard is it to get stuff off of that kind of read that high up?
I don't even think he was really looking at the ball. Honestly, I think he was just looking at Alex on the backboard right there. And I think, any shot he put on, he was just going for. And I think that was good for him to do that.
And with 5 seconds to go, Savage has to keep this thing up to force overtime. Alec Pig puts one on. No, Billy Bob's there. Ball is still up here. Vaughn, we might see overtime off the post. No.
Oh, what a close play there. Alex set up a great pass opportunity, but didn't have the boost to be able to get the shot opportunity from Alec BIG, and Calculated Division is able to tie it 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, Blubbernut, and the weird thing here is the shot total is actually lowered for the Calculated Division. Do you think that's more of a let's slow it down, play our game style of mentality?
Yeah, I think you definitely saw that more in this game. They definitely were still just as offensive, I think. They took a little bit more time, and I think it really did pay off for them because Savage didn't really get as many saves because, patience wins games is what I always say. And if you take the time to really make that shot something more than just beaming it on, sometimes it works out in your favor.
Open your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Blubbernut's the only 2-time champion in this league. You could learn something from him as we are going on to game number 3 here. Even score, Calculated and Savage each taking 1 game apiece. Vaughn, after 2 games, even score. who has the advantage right now?
I think I'm going to be going here with the calculated division. I think they have the advantage because we're seeing more shot opportunities, even though we had less from them in this second matchup.
A lot of more clean, open nets than we saw before. Less posts getting clanked off of. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who gets the rubber match here. Game number 3, the most pivotal game of this series. And we will see who can take it. 5 minutes to go here. Billy Bob and K1 on the face-off. Alec looks for the 50. Nobody home. Slurpy Snail. What a great pass from Throttle Dog, but Alex was there just in the nick of time, Blubber.
Yeah, they're starting to realize that they're trying to do these kickoffs in a way that gives them an advantage, and they're starting to be able to actually combat that here.
Yeah, great. And you mentioned that in the prior games as well, so I'm glad that the Savage Division was able to use that to their advantage and adjust. That just proves how smart and how much game IQ all of these players have in this league. Vaughn, we saw a beautiful demo on the back wall there. Alec Big is up. Who do you think is going to put on the most individual showing here in game number 3?
Individual showing, I think we're going to see a lot more offensive pressure being made by Slurpy Snail. I think he's going to really be showing up because we've seen the great performance here from Throttle Dog and Billy Bob, but Slurpy's been a little bit more quiet when it comes to shot opportunities.
Yeah, we will see how last season's Golden Striker and League MVP fares in this all-star match. Tied 1-1 here. 3:54 remaining in game number 3, and we will see the beautiful shot by K1 there. Great save there by Throttle Dog. Alec Big is up. Bounce shot. This one goes in.
Those shots are always so awkward to hit. It's a great placement made by Alec Big. Slurpy Snail almost had the save.
You know, I was just going to backpack off of what Rabbit said earlier. Honestly, I think Alec Big was going to be the one to really show it here. You know, he's been putting a lot of pressure on him for sure. Finally got a goal out of it too, but I think he's kind of been improving over these last 3 games.
Big shot here, and what a bump by Throttle Dog. How awkward was this play, Vaughn?
It was an incredibly awkward play. He got the save, but he just sent it right back on over K1 Killer. Or no, there was not a save. My bad. I read that play a little bit wrong. But yes, fantastic play. Got it just over K1, and I think Alex just thought the save was going to happen.
Yeah, a little bit of clunkiness there on the defensive end, and we're officially tied again. Blubbernut, we see a shot on. What a save by Alex!
I swear that ball was turning black inside the net. It was already going in, but somehow Alex was inside the net for that save.
Big shot here, potentially. Oh, what a demo here by Alex! He's officially turning the bombs on, ladies and gentlemen. Slurpy Snail now, big shot on again. Nobody home. K1 Killer there. More pressure coming from the calculated division. And a beautiful demo on Alex. Sees the power play for a short time. Blubber, we see an open net here, but has Savage been on their back heels a little too long in this match?
I think so, and I mean they're really starting to put it together now. You can kind of see the calculated divisions being the one trying to get back on the defense more and more.
I really want to mention that these guys are sending each other back to their makers. So many demos on the field. They're stuck on their own defensive ends.
Absolutely. A lot of demos here. Alec Big looking for the pass. Big bump by K1 Killer. He was looking for another one there, Vaughn.
Yeah, this is a true... These guys are getting their elbows out, and they are making room for plays. This is going to be a very interesting couple of minutes in this matchup.
2:06 to go. Big clear by Alex here. Still an even game. You can tell both of these squads, Blubbernut, have adjusted to each other after both of those first 2 games.
Yeah, you know, it's just... I can't say that. Pit for pat is what I'm going to use. It's just pit for pat, going back and forth. But they're, you know, both going back to defense, back to offense. They're playing just the way they need to. And Billy almost with a great shot there.
Alex has just been all over the back wall, pretty much reminiscent of what we've seen all season here, Vaughn.
Yeah, he has been a great defensive mastermind. He's got a couple of great players to help him on Clarity United, but seeing him being able to really be able to put the work in himself on the defense is a real crazy treat for us.
Billy Bob looked for the redirect there. Nobody home. As we see now, the time is ticking, and we are approaching 60 seconds to go here in the pivotal game number 3 of this best-of-5 series. 58 seconds to go. This one's off the ceiling. Billy Bob with a great clear blubber.
Yeah, definitely cool, calm, and collected there. Just because there's a minute left doesn't mean you want to rush your stuff. Great job from Billy Bob to take the time to get the clear there.
Alec Big trying to keep things going. How poetic would it be, Vaughn, in this honoring night of Alec Big and stepping away from full-time play, for him to not only win the All-Star event, but to dethrone the 4-time defending calculated division?
That would be an insane privilege for Alec Big. If anyone deserves it, it's this man right here. And there's a huge possibility it can happen. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in these next 10 seconds as we are still tied 1-1.
Big pressure opportunity here. Throttle Dog looking for the clear. K1 up to Alex, puts one on the net. Slurpy Snail there to get the save and the savior. This one's still up, ladies and gentlemen. Off the sidewall, we have overtime.
What a critical play there.
Yeah, yet another overtime for these two. I mean, when you have two of the top dogs of all these divisions going at it, you just got to expect overtime and overtime.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Second overtime we've seen in 3 games. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how this thing plays out here as the clock is ticking up now, ladies and gentlemen. Blubbernut, you've been in the league since day one. You've seen players come and go. Give us your take on Alec Big, what your first impressions were when he joined the league and took over a franchise towards the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, like I had mentioned about him before, he was a really cool guy. Really glad to have met him. As a player, he's definitely one of the people that I've seen improve, honestly, the most. I mean, you have your rookies and stuff like that, but Alec Big, he's been playing with a lot of people. Really likes to play with the community, and it definitely is showing tonight because he is just getting so much better, and I'm really, really proud to be one of Alec Big's friends.
And Alex puts one on, but hits the near post. That could have ended this game number 3. But Vaughn, instead, we see now more time to go as calculated division transitions.
Yeah, these guys are really trying to play a little bit more calm and collective. They're very spaced out from each other. This allows a good wide rotation, a great defensive play, but it does sometimes make the offensive pressure lack. So I want to see how they will respond to this.
Blubbernut, give me your take here. How stressful are overtimes like this?
After the first couple of minutes, they don't get too stressful. But when you hit the crossbar like that, it definitely does get stressful because it's the one thing that you don't expect goes in, and you're either winning or losing that one.
No doubt about it. Vaughn, a lot of pressure, a lot of demos. I mean, this thing's starting to get a lot of grit and grind style of Rocket League. Tell me your thoughts on demos. We see a lot of players hate that kind of style.
Yeah, it definitely can be a mentality breaker, and that's something you're going to have. Players need to work themselves around as we get an opportunity from Alec Big off a shot that can also break the mentality of players as well, as it just goes right over Billy Bob, who looked so sure he was going to get a shot on that.
And we have a broken tie here, Blubbernut. It is 2-1. The Savage Division takes the lead. They are 1 win away from dethroning the calculated division reign here in All-Star Week history.
Yeah, Savage Division definitely has the upper hand here because calculated, as you know, they have to win the next 2 games. Savage Division, they could have a not so going according to plan next game and still take this, which we would love to see, of course. We would love to see all 5 games, but I think Savage Division, if they can keep up what they're doing, they can get this win here in Game 4.
Yeah, great call indeed. Great analysis. Vaughn, who do you think is going to take the cake in the next game? Are we going to see this series end in 4?
I honestly think there's a great possibility of it. Savage Division's building up a great momentum. They had just as many shots as Calculated Division, who have had the offensive pressure through the last few games. So they're really picking up the momentum.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it just goes to show, especially at the beginning of the night, the goal that we saw by Alec, the honorary goal. Honestly, just the love and compassion that this community shares with one another. Even just moments like impromptu subs out of the booth. This kind of stuff is what this league runs on, and I'm so happy to be here with you two guys tonight in such a memorable match. And Vaughn, I cannot wait to see your Crew Battles event tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it as well. Seeing some of the players that haven't been in the All-Stars being able to still showcase their skills and being able to produce some great action for us, whether they're a 3s main, 2s main, or a 1s main.
And Blubbernut, we saw a weird play there as Throttle Dog just kind of walked that thing in.
Yeah, it happens sometimes on those kickoff goals. It may not be right in, but sometimes you can catch the defense kind of overcommitting, and I think the Savage division just kind of little too far up, and I think all three of the Calculated division was there to see that goal.
Yeah, they were bullying that thing in regardless of who got the credit. 1-goal lead here by Calculated is going to help them in the long run here of this one, albeit with 4:22 left in game number 4. If Calculated wins, they force game 5. If Savage wins, they win the All-Star event for the first time in their division's history. It is going to be so much fun to see how this thing plays out. And Von Rabbit, tell me your thoughts here. You came into the league when there was only 2 divisions. Now there's 3. How do you feel about the expansion and the realignment?
I think it's actually very good for the league. Seeing more talent being able to come out into the field, seeing how they can adapt to new players. For some of you veterans that are in the league, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future seasons and how captains and players adapt.
No doubt about it. And with 3:30 to go here, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a barn burner. It is going to be a glass smasher. 3:22. Calculated division is leading. They are trying to force a game number 5. Shot off the bar, Blubbernut.
Yeah, the best defender in all of Rocket League, hurting them again. We saw it happen in overtime, and we saw it happening here again. But, the Calculated division still has 1 up, so they're feeling pretty good with 3 minutes to go here.
Absolutely. Savage division, might be playing a little conservative here. Big clear there by Alex as he looks for another clear. Beautiful demo by Alex as we see a redirect here in the air by K1 Killer. Savage finally transitioning here, Vaughn.
Yeah, they are really starting to pick up a great offensive pressure in the shot opportunity from Throttle Dog yet again, but can't get the opportunity made as a Slurpee facilitates another one, and Throttle Dog shoots that one right on in.
And what a great play here. Last season's MVP bullying this thing in. I want to talk about Alex almost pinching that thing out of there, Blubbernut.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. He actually did almost get back to that. Alex, just a great defender.
2:30 to go, halfway into this 4th game. Calculated looks comfortable, but anything can happen. We saw 8 seconds and a 2-goal lead deteriorate in game number 1. So Von Rabbit, obviously still plenty of time, but Savage has to turn it into overdrive.
Yeah, they really do. If they want to end the run here, they've got to get a goal going in and buy out as much time as they can, because these are low-scoring games, and the offensive pressure from Calculated division is a true threat.
Yeah, great point. Low-scoring games, every goal matters at that point, and at this stage of the tournament, game number 4, we are officially under 2 minutes to go here. Blubbernut, how expected is this kind of back and forth?
I mean, I was almost a good bump by Throttle Dog there. I think it is expected, and we had our overtimes where they tie, but I think it could really go either way depending on how the players are on the field, because just with the amount of level of these players, how high level these players are, you can expect even ties or just one side over the other.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Beautiful save there by Throttle Dog. Alec Big looking to keep the pressure on for Savage. K1 Killer now can't get the 50. Throttle Dog, back wall. Slurpee Snail's there. Puts one on. What a save by Alex. Von Rabbit, minute to go here as we tick this clock down. Savage Division, are they starting to get a little bit sweaty in those controllers?
I definitely think so, and I would be if I was in their position too. Alex is a very clutch player, probably one of the most clutch we have. So they're going to have to figure out something. They're going to have to bring in something new, something that they might not be expecting for our calculated division.
40 seconds to go. Transition by calculated. That's not what Savage wants to see this late, as they are trying to win this tournament here in this game number 4. But with 30 seconds to go, it is not impossible, but it is going to hurt as Billy Bob stuffs this one in, and we are going to see game 5 potentially, Blubber.
Yeah, we might potentially, but don't forget, I think when we played Clarity last season, we got 3 goals within 30 seconds or something like that with Alex. So it's still possible for the comeback.
Yeah, that clip is on the Clarity United versus the Kings franchise clip of Season 4, Week 10 on the YouTube. So go check that out. As Blubbernut, did you just give the caster's curse here?
I might have, but, I would love to see it. That would be insane if they were to make the comeback here.
2 goals, 17 seconds, Vaughn. I'm at the edge of my seat.
I am sitting on my hands because this is a nail biter. K1 Killer and Billy Bob now meeting. Slurper Snail gets a good opportunity but doesn't have any speed. So Alex is now trying to get a shot opportunity. And it looks like Calculated Division's going to bring us to a Game 5 series.
Forcing a game 5 here. Blubbernut, you mentioned it at the beginning. They have to win 2 in a row. They got half of that done here. We are seeing game 5 for all the marbles.
Yeah, and even if you're Savage Division here, it is a little nerve-wracking that you had to go to Game 5, but that's just a part of the whole competitive play here. I'm sure they're just as ready for this Game 5 as they were in Games 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Vaughn, obviously this was your official rookie season here in the QRLS. Tell me your most nerve-wracking match that you have to memory so far.
Oh, most nerve-wracking match. I'm going to check the schedule right here. I actually am going to go ahead and say it was when we played the Hammerheads in Week 2. Because that is my rival, Fabrizi. We came in as rookies together, and it was a privilege to be able to face him. But Billy Bob, who is now in the All-Stars, they had a great coordination on that team and just absolutely swept us. But that was probably my most anticipated match.
And Blubber, I am going to ask you the same question, but man, do I think I already know the answer.
This isn't even in the season, but when Kachow beat me like 17-1 on K1's Mountain, yeah, that was just I got one in. That was my mentality at the end. I got a goal in, but someone said, "Hey, I'll donate bits for every goal you get," and it just went ham. I didn't even let them in. I tried.
But you're going to try and relive that same moment this weekend, right?
I might.
Game 5 is underway, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this game wins the All-Star Tournament for their respective divisions. Calculated Division looking to win their 5th in a row, while Savage Division is looking to dethrone them on the backs of their captain, Alec Big, the man who is all the talk of the town tonight. And the Bleacher Boys are now going to be captainless for the foreseeable future until the administration of the QRLS decides who takes the keys to that franchise, ladies and gentlemen. So big opportunity here. If you haven't filled out a captain form, do so now. It is linked in the link tree and in the description of the Twitch page below in the Discord. We are always looking for interest in that sort of commitment to the league. 4:13 to go here. Vaughn, a lot of pressure so far from both sides. This is honestly, it's interesting to talk about how fast-paced Rocket League is.
Yeah, it really is. And even when it's going slow, there's so many things happening around you that are so quick. You got to be quick. And Alex showing us just how quick you have to be. Gets a great opportunity off the wall, way over Billy Bob.
Big goal there. 4 minutes to go. Savage Division takes a crucial lead. How important is the first goal, Blubbernut?
I'll tell you what, it's not as important as the second because, at any time the other team can tie that up and then you're looking at it overtime. So I think the most comfortable part is getting that second goal, which hopefully the Savage Division will try to do here.
And there we go with the caster's curse again. Throttle Dog gets that tying goal as mentioned, Blubbernut.
Yeah, you can't stay too comfortable with one up. You really got to try and go for as many as you can while holding them at bay.
No doubt about it. This is an insane match already, Vaughn. The little kiss there by Throttle Dog.
Yeah, no, it was a beautifully timed play, slowed down and then sped up quickly, making Savage Division unable to react in a reasonable manner.
3:30 to go here. Anybody's game. This is honestly insane. What is more important, being the team with 5 straight All-Star wins, Blubbernut, or being the team to dethrone it?
I would have to say dethrone it because after 5, if this would be their 5th, but after 4 straight wins, I mean, come on, that is an award in itself. But for the other team, you got to hold that title.
No doubt about it. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, barring any expansion antics, and what a goal there by Throttle Dog, the winner of this tournament, Vaughn, is going to get the bye next season in the event we do not get a 4th division. All patents pending.
That was just spoiler alert. But Throttle Dog, I love the play that gets the ground pinch that allows a small bounce. Alex expecting it to go straight into him, reacts a little bit delayed and ends up kind of own-goaling it, but it was a great attempt into a save.
2:44 to go here. Calculated leads by 1 in game number 5 here of the All-Star event. It is going to be so much fun as we approach halfway here, Blubbernut, but there's a lot of pressure by Savage.
Yeah, I mean, they have to keep that pressure up as much as they can, even if there's 2:30. This is for all the marbles, so they got to be really strategic on how they go on offense here.
Big shot there by Billy Bob, clear by Alec Big. Alec Big, nice redirect, looking for the pass off that back wall, looks for the bump. Alex ties the game!
Oh, Billy Bob almost gets the save. You saw the touch, but the angle was just too acute for him to be able to get it back out of there.
And Blubbernut, honestly, this is not something you could script any better.
No, you really can't. And, I am loving every second of this. I love how he made it to Game 5 and is currently tied. That could change at any moment, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Billy Bob was looking like he wanted the aerial there. Ran out of boost, though. Slurpy Snail, 50 at the mid. We see now Alec Big looking for the big clear for the Savage Division. Pass out to K1 Killer, his teammate all season long. They have both earned their 2nd All-Star honors of their careers. Great job by both of them representing the Bleacher Boys. Now Alex off the ceiling. This one's dangerous. What an insane flip. How did he even get there, Vaughn?
I actually have no idea. He just came in and all of a sudden the ball is headed towards the goal, but can't get into the net, unfortunately. Billy Bob's got a great opportunity. Alex falls into the ball.
And, Blubber, that just seems to be the story of the season. Alex just falls into the ball to get the save all season long.
Yeah, and even that save right there, he almost didn't make it. It looks like he's not going to get it, but somehow he pulls it, and he's able to get the saves. I don't know how the man does it.
Pass off the back wall. Alex gets a little too much mustard on that one. Beautiful demo there by Alex as we see a power play opportunity by the Savage Division. Less than a minute to go here, Vaughn. Anybody's game. Are we going to see overtime in Game 5?
I really hope so, because being able to see these guys go head-to-head, I just don't want it to end.
Big save there by K1 Killer. This one's on net. What a shot by Slurpy Snail. 41 seconds. All the chips are in, Blubber.
Yeah, we got 40 seconds to go. Savage definitely not liking that goal there, but, they still have plenty of time to turn things around.
We've seen comebacks literally in this series with less time on the clock and more of a deficit. So it is going to be exciting for the remaining portion of this game. 30 seconds to go now. Savage gets the ball. K1 Killer gets the push into the offensive zone. but a big 50 there by Throttle Dog sees this thing clear as Slurpee gets the flick. Alex, this is on net. Double tap. No, Billy Bob is up to get the save. Blubbernut, how insane are the players feeling right now?
Oh, they have to be at the edge of their seats if they're not already, you know. This is just so intense.
5 seconds to go.
It's a good opportunity. 50 is Alec.
And it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. The calculated division, albeit in 5 games, keep their streak alive. Their 5th straight all-star event win. But nonetheless, what an insane effort by the Savage division, ladies and gentlemen.
This was a fantastic series. I called at the beginning. I said we're going to Game 5, and the Calculated and Savage did not disappoint.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it here tonight. Great showing all around by all of the all-star participants tonight. Blubbernut, thank you so much for joining me, not only in the booth, but on the field, on my screens. And Vaughn, you as well. We'll start with Blubber. Do you have anything else before we send them home?
Yeah, all I got is thanks for tuning in with us. These were definitely some intense games, and you really love to see what the league has to offer. And just like Little Bucket said earlier, you know, we're definitely looking for more of those Kaplan applications. So please fill one out, and maybe you get to take charge of your own team next season.
Von Rabbit, do you have anything else for us before we head home?
As we mentioned earlier in the stream, we do have several more events happening this week. Tomorrow, I am hosting a crew battle event where Blubbernut and Massimune are going to be 2 captains who have drafted the team together, and they will be facing in a crew battle format where they will be implementing 3v3s, 2v2s, and 1v1s. So we'll see what kind of strategies these 2 guys bring out.
No doubt about it. And ladies and gentlemen, I will be paying out your channel points here shortly. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight in QRLS All-Star Week. It has been so much fun, and I'm glad to have shared it here with all of you tonight. Without further ado, I'm Little Bucket 59, a.k.a. the Commissioner of the QRLS. And as always, keep it quick.